What's up, folks? Gaming Josh here, another episode of Realm Revelations. It's been a while since I have posted a video. Real life got ahead of me for a little bit, and I've actually been letting this slide. These numbers are way higher than what they should be for this assimilation. And I'll go through how far I got and what I did and in just a minute. But we're about to get the elf simulation step 4 here. In fact, we are going to do that right now because I have plenty of battle power. It's way over. I might be able to get the mosquito one, but let me get this one first just so I can make sure that we got it. And then see what's left over here because actually there's no way that's going to get to 80. It's actually, it'll get to 62. Okay. So for the Druid assimilation, which I think is the next step, we are going to need 80 of these. But we'll worry about that after we get to where we need to go. Let me kind of show you how we did this. Now what I did, I used a total food technique on this one. I didn't do any. Notice that the army here has no bonuses except the garrison bonuses, which are actually pretty good. And we did no cash runs on this one, just straight up food runs. And actually all the bonuses that I used, and I don't know if I can show those bonuses or not. I don't think I can. Yeah, view assimilation. Okay, so we used Forest Berries 3 throughout this here. And Elven Wood. No, we didn't use Elven Wood. We used Forest Berries 3. So what these did was gave farms each food for each invested point. And the other one we use here is just Power of the Staff and Nature's Magic. This Nature's Magic is huge. And I think this is one that we're going to use more and more and more. I've heard a lot of people telling me I should use Mediation. But if you're not raising the mosquitoes, if you're not working on mosquitoes, I don't see, like this one we didn't really use the mosquitoes. You're using your battle power for something else, and I'm not sure that that's worth yet. I could be wrong, but we are using the power of the staff, and if it's something that you're actively doing, then yes, but if you're not, Stonehenge is something I probably will never buy, and I don't see any benefit yet in Stonehenge because we don't even have spells yet, so or Gifts of the Forest. Since we're not using the forest bonuses on that, we don't have nomads, so and we don't have warlocks, so that's something that we're going to look at later. But the big thing here is we got these homesteads to 11, and you want to get this up. You want to keep your cows up until you get 50 cows, and then you could throw all those. I mean, my food's at 289 million per second, which is almost. It's hard to say if that's as high as it was when we were doing the Druid videos. We'd have to look at those and see if we had this. I know this farm was up in the 30s and 40s when we used the Druid, that doubles these, that gives this bonus real quick. And that might be worth it. It might not be worth it. That's just something that we're going to have to experiment with. But right now, I thought this build actually went really quick. I just hadn't had a chance to do the video yet, so let's see how far we got on all of these. We got the farm to 15, and I could almost say that it's almost 3.2 trillion workers here. We could get this next town hall here. No, we can't. I thought we could. The 12th homestead would have been a nice bonus on there. But as you can see, the discontents here is already at almost 3 billion. So this would really double this a lot because it's only at 1 million. 3 billion would make that septillion, but it still wouldn't come up close to this Masters here. But the Masters, it's at 176k, 58 million gold. If you need gold on the gold runs, you should definitely use that happiness bonus thing that you get with the. I think that comes with elves, but this is new, this royal decree. We'll get into that in a minute, and that's an argument I want to make. Maybe I don't know if the developer watches these videos or not, but we'll get into that in a minute. City walls are good because 10 garrisons, and we had 30 garrisons. So every time this goes up, that really brings up this BP. That's why the BP's at 1.31 QA per second, and we do have quite a bit of soldiers, though. We have 59 trillion troops, which is more than any of these right now have. So we've put more food into troops than we have into anything else. And if you have food, then you can put food into troops, which is better than using discontent to a certain degree. I don't know, people that want to build up their discontent and then shove everything into food on different runs. It's just that's something that we're going to have to really develop throughout different videos in the future here. I think I'm going to, instead of just doing one video, I'm going to have to do several when I discontent, and that's in the works in the future here. We can get the city walls here, and the city walls is what I just was talking about, more BP, and it's quite a bit. That does go up like a few hundred trillion there. So this digit here is the 100 trillions. So let's talk about this throne room, and he said that, and I agree that there comes a point where discontent's boring, and you already have something down here that gives discontent. The town hall gives discontent. Why would you want something else that creates discontent? But these choices suck. Monster rewards are not that great right now. I don't know if that's 100% plus whatever you already have in there. I haven't experimented with those numbers yet, but as far as getting this far in the game and then only getting 5 million swordsmen from clicking on that's kind of like, really? And the only other option is more monster rewards. Well, at this level far in the game, you're not buying monsters that often enough. Maybe lower in the lower beginnings you are, but I don't know, maybe, and you're not really, if you get 3 or 4 of these in this stacks, I'm sure it's going to stack. I would think it stacks, not multiplies, but stacks. So like the next time it'd be 200, or the next time it'd be 300. Maybe it might get to a point where this number is worth using, but right now on the first level, which is as far as we're going to get, I don't know. That's something that we'd have to discuss as well in the future. But right now, the magic, we don't even have magic yet, so there's no need for mana buffs or any of that stuff. We got this far in the assimilation. In the druid one, I did have magic, but this run I did not. It was very simple. So without further, we could trade some things. I always never trade anything, but I mean, I guess we could get food, and this is going to be more in the future. But is this once per assimilation or once per? I think this is once per revolution, so it might be something that we can do later. So let's assimilate and start all over again, and here we go. So we have 4 elf bonuses now and 2 druid bonuses, and this one I really want to try to focus more on the druid assimilation. So we're going to nature magic to 2, and then elf bonus. Wow. See, if it multiplies with these forest monsters, it could be a possibility that that's worth doing that. But right now we're just going to do forest berries 4 times, and that should give a significant amount more food at the beginning. It's 6 per second, so that multiplies. It adds up. So this is going to start off really, 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 really slow, since we don't have any kind of assimilation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start making videos every time I revolt, or every other time, or something like that. More often when I revolt, and then gluing them together so that the videos are a little bit longer, so we can kind of see what's going on here. And this one, well, it's already 9 minutes long, so I'm going to end the video here. And we've had some new people join the Discord. Please feel free to join the conversation as we talk about this. I'm going to throw a shout out to a guy who watches all the videos. His name's Dark Rob. He's way ahead of me, so maybe he can give me some advice. I appreciate it. I'm not perfect, I know. So I'm going to conclude with this, and we will see you in the next video. As always, I appreciate your support, and I appreciate everyone watching. We'll see you soon. Keep gaming on. Thanks for watching.